Hey, lovely people. Welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about why I feel our cultural traditions are actually really important for our own sort of individual physical, emotional, and mental health. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Dr. Sally Bell. I'm a medical doctor. I've been a medical doctor for over 23 years now, and my heart really is root cause medicine, looking at what's going on in your body, personalising healthcare plans, and really leaning into the science around how we're designed for health and healing and flourishing and feeling good, and what we can be doing to live by design. So, it's the Christmas season for many of us. I'm recording this in December of 22, and there's a few weeks now until we celebrate Christmas. And I've been exploring, in my mind, the importance of sort of cultural traditions. And that will be different for your culture or where you've come from. One of the things I love about where I live is the many, many cultures. When my children went to school in primary school, there were 35 different languages. It was so rich. And I've been exploring this idea of actually, I think our cultural traditions are like memory to community, and are as important as memory to our body. And I think what's really clear when you start unpacking what's foundational to health is that for us to enjoy, individual health, it is intricately bound with the health of our communities and the health of our planet. We are one ecological system, and where we are disconnected, whether that's to the planet and our landscape or to other people or from ourselves, that disconnection can drive disease and illness. And there is incredible research that shows this sense of social isolation being really potent drivers to nearly all chronic disease. And the importance to be connected into community is important for our mental, emotional, and physical health, and something that we need to forge together. And coming back to this idea of celebrations and traditions, I think it's just so important because it's our culture's memory. And if you, like me, have people in your life that have dementia, I don't have family members with dementia, but I have worked for many, many years with the elderly. And dementia is a global pandemic, a really huge problem that we're facing, and something that we're seeing manifest earlier and earlier. And maybe one day I'll do a video about dementia and what we can be doing from a lifestyle point of view. But the point of bringing it up here is that when you are around or live with someone or work with someone who has dementia, you realize how important memory is. And it's not until then do you realize how it gives context as to the day-to-day living. It gives a sense of meaning. It gives a sense of meaning and history to a relationship, to the individual, a sense of opportunity to contribute, and is really discombobulating when somebody loses memory, because they lose almost a sense of themselves. It is a very, sad and difficult situation to be in when working or living with people with dementia. Like memory is so important, and this is where I see our cultural traditions, whatever they are like memory to our communities. They tie us to where we've come from, what our origin stories are. The sacrifices made to get us to where we are, our understanding of how we've evolved, our understanding of what our values are, and so they tell this story that gives us identity, that gives us a sense of purpose, and gives us a sense of belonging. And it's this sense of belonging, like we are genetically wired to belong. We're genetically wired to be doing life together and cooperating and living together as communities. And when we're disconnected from our belonging and from our origin and from our stories, it has a profound impact not only on our community health, but on our individual health too. And then the wonderful thing about our traditions, it gives you those sacred pauses in life, which are so missing in our modern day lives. They are the opportunities to come back together, opportunities to connect again, opportunities to share food and to share stories around a table. And so I think it's really important that we value our traditions and we strip back to what they're about. Modern life, again, has hijacked so many of them. Here, sort of in the Christian calendar, we find Christmas and Easter has been diminished to gifts and chocolate bunnies. And actually, when you strip it back, they are stories of hope and stories of rebirth and stories of our origin and stories of values around love and sacrifice. And within each culture, there will be traditions that bring us back to the things that give us meaning and give us value, which is so essential to our thriving and to our well-being. As I've said, giving this sense of meaning, giving this sense of purpose, this sense of belonging to our lives is so fundamental to physical, mental and emotional health. So regardless of your cultural background, I hope, if Christmas is something you celebrate, that, you could be invited to come back to that. Actually, it's an opportunity for gathering. It's an opportunity for connection. It's an opportunity to share food, for generosity, an opportunity to remember a story of hope. And gosh, we all need some hope at the moment with things going on within the world at the moment. So I hope that is just a thought for you to hang on to reconnect with some of your traditional and cultural rituals that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis, that you'll bring it back to being about the story, back to connecting, and back to the values that enrich our lives. Have a great week. Do get in touch with me. If you want to say anything, you can find me on my website or send me a quick email. It's the best thing. And otherwise, I'll see you next week or whenever. Have a great week. Bye.